Top of the day to you on What's the Word Have You Heard? Have you heard what the head says to your body? Free the mind, and the rest will follow. My headband. What's your headband for? Those are your thoughts. So, what is your head saying to your body? Dealing with that, often we think about like whether you're at work, spiritually, physically. If the head is not right, of course, you know the body is not going to follow it, or it's offbeat, or it's everywhere. So that deals with your spiritual realm, that deals with your physical body, that deals with whether you are at work or not. So free your mind, and then the rest will follow. So that is what we're going to do on What's the Word Have You Heard? Have you heard what the body does if the head is not right? Okay, so let's just like get into it. So if you had an opportunity to just take your head off and put your head like on a mantle, and you get like a pen or a Sharpie, and you begin to jot down all the things that what makes you, and then jot down all the things that breaks you, that gives you opportunity to look at yourself. It's all about a spiritual being. It's all about a mental. Sometimes we have issues that would like throw us off. But then where's your head? What does your head say to the body? How would you react to it? Would you allow it in? Because, you know, sometimes when they're dealing in that spiritual realm, of course, you have that spirit where it just will it'll creep in, and it just like throw you all the way off, you know, and you try so hard and you focus not to let those bad spirits in. But sometimes you can't help it. It just takes you over. So today we're going to talk about how we can like practice more and help ourselves more dealing with, you know, those issues that affects our head and our body. So it talks about how, you know, the functioning. So if you had an issue or something, what would happen? Would you be able to overcome it, or it all depends on what it is? Or would you be able to like, you know, not today. It's not going to touch me. And you stay positive and you drive yourself. Sometimes it's a practice. Sometimes you use the word, you know, you do different little word sayings, or you do different little ways to kind of help you get into where you want to be. Sometimes you have like some people would say rituals. I would say like mindsets, or I would use the word or scriptures that I would quote to my spirit that's within this body to help me along my way. So you can do those things that would kind of help you. Sometimes you do little resets or mindsets. And then sometimes people just deal with those issues in other manners, in other ways that will calm their spirit. Because that's what you're dealing with. We say calm our nerves, but it's our spirit within that's being shook. So you want to kind of work with that. And then it's about decisions, you know, in that mind, what kind of decisions that would affect you or would throw you off. So pretty much that's what you want to deal with, that head, with that mind. You want to work on those issues that it won't mess up your day or get you off balance, you know, because sometimes you wake up like that. And they're like, wait a minute, I done had an off day. I don't know. Seem like nothing is going right. Everything that I touch, it breaks or falls or drop. I drop everything. It's just sometimes you have issues that you have to deal with. So just think about, you know, you always can come here on What's the Word Have You Heard? Because you're always going to get a word or an encouragement to help you along your way. So that's one way that can help you. You can read daily meditations, daily scriptures. You have all kinds of things that will help functioning the body, where it can function properly, dealing with the mind, with the mindset. As long as you have your mindset right, you know, it would help you along your day. Not saying that it would solve every issue, but if you practice, even if you every day you start off your day, because I've done this before, start off my day and I say, you know what? this is where I am. I'm not going to let anything affect me. Or so when I see that spirit come, sing a song, or start quoting affirmations on yourself, like I am more than a conqueror. I rebuke you, spirit. Start praying when that spirit comes around. Start praying, or learn how to tune that spirit out, because it will get you off. That's what a bad spirit is designed to do. Even if it's in your friend or in someone else, even if it's in you, it's designed to do exactly that. Get you off course, not let you make it to your destination, because if you do, for a fact you're going to be victorious. And that's what your goal is every day, to be victorious. So this is our practice. Now, understand this. Yes, some days I start off in a day and I'm like, okay, this is my journey. I have my word. I already know what coming against me if I see this person, because they just have that spirit. So I know when I see them, pray for that person, because they don't know that they had that spirit up in them. So you have to pray for them sometimes. Then sometimes you really just got to go ahead and just tell them. Just tell them, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently they don't understand good English and they know it. But once you tell them, you done that. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer responsible. That's how I say, I'm no longer responsible. I done told you, I done tried, and it is what it is. Okay? So dealing with your head, you're responsible for yourself, for your reactions, and for your actions. And for every action, sometimes there is a reaction. Sometimes mine come off before I know it. I done said or thought or done something before I know it. Then sometimes I have self-control, where I can have that self-control, where I could just avoid all those fiery darts that come to try to poke and pry and just make me holler. That's what we're going to say. So mainly we did, what does the head say to the body? How does your mindset, how does your head affect your body? And so it also, in your decisions, you can make decisions that affect the body. And on a health note, let's do with this. And it has to do with the mindset, dealing with your head. Let's say we're going to use sugar, even though I just want y'all to know it is an addiction. Just like how drugs is addiction, sugar could be an addiction. Not that I'm, have anything or any type of health person, but just the experience of me dealing with sugar, especially, with the pre-diabetic or and when I consume a lot of sugar. Of course, some people are like, oh, I had a sugar rush or a sugar high. Eventually, when you come down off that sugar high, that is, you done had a crash, and sometimes that affects the body. Okay, but that's something that your mind allowed you to do that. You wanted this. This was some of your desires. So that has to do, what does the head say? And how does the head affect the body with the decision makings that we do? So dealing, if the sugar affects the body, it also deals with pre-diabetics. So, excuse me. So with diabetes, you have to have self-control with your starches and your breads, because that affects your body levels, the sugar in your body, which affects the mindset in your head. So you definitely want to kind of have self-control. And it's a practice, to deny self. Oh my word. Because yes, I do want some chocolate with some nuts. And even though it's not good for the body, it is good for the taste buds. I'm going to have to go ahead and throw that out there too. But of course, you also dealing with diabetes, you can lose a limb. So if it take out your eye, take out, your arm, your foot, and it start taking out these things. But if you can have self-control in that mind to try to help you make that decision to just say no, and it is hard, but you can do it because you are strong. You are more than a conqueror. So don't ever think that you cannot overcome, because you are an overcomer. It just takes practice. And I know that you can make it. And just keep coming and visiting, because you're not on this journey by yourself. We are all in this together. We all have struggles. We all have some type of addictions that we may not consider as addictions, but it's an addiction. If we can't say no to it and we just feel like we have to have it, look, it's an addiction. So evaluate. Take a pen, a piece of paper, and draw your head on there and just look at, your things that affects the body, things that don't affect the body that you're still doing, and that's fine. But look at the things that affects the body that does not benefit you. That's what you want to deal with. So, and just do one thing at a time. Don't rush because you only can eat one spoonful at a time, and just practice. Some days you're going to do good one day, 2-3 days, and next thing you know, fell off the track. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to be on a diet. Do a diet, going good. Next thing you know, somebody have a birthday party, somebody have all kinds of, gatherings. And next thing you know, I'm consuming things that should not be, but I love it to the taste buds, but it's not good for the body. Okay. So let's work on our head, on our mindset. What does the head say? And how does it affect the body? And so let's work on that. So it's this summertime. It's summertime. Okay. So of course, if you're feeling a little parched, guess what? Try to grab that water instead of that sugary drink. Just make, a better decision for your life, and for your future, because it affects you. What you do in the young could affect you when you get old. Is just a natural thing. Oh yeah, you might get away with it now, but if you find that it's maybe hereditary in your family, kind of evaluate that. Look at your ancestry history of, what your people have left this earth on. Why, all my family is in this, area or have heart attacks. Okay, what could you do to your body that can help you not fall in that same track? Or not, even though it may be hereditary, but lessen the blow to the body that your life may be long on this earth. We'll just break it down each time and work on it. So always stop by on What's the Word Have You Heard? Peace and love. Blessings. We're out.